going shopping and they see a dress that they're like, and they're like, oh my goodness, that's so much money. I wanna talk about a money mindset that's probably keeping you from sales. Ask yourself honestly, are you maybe holding back what you could charge or what the value truly is because it feels like a lot of money to you now? Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things. And in today's video, I want to talk about a money mindset that's probably keeping you from sales. And I want to talk about this because I see this a lot and people don't realize when they say this or when they think about it this way, it's actually negatively impacting their ability to not only sell their products and services, but sell their products and services at the value that it is worth. So I see this all the time online. I see this in comments. I hear people talking about it even just, at cocktail parties or whatever, at the gym, just shooting the breeze with people. And so if you want to know what that mindset is, you're in luck because we're getting ready to get into it right now. All right, so can you guess what the money mindset is that holds a lot of people back from sales? Okay, here it is. The money mindset that I hear a lot is, that's so much money. Typically people will say this for anything. Maybe there's a restaurant that they want to go to, and so they're outside and they're looking at the menu and they look at the prices and they go, oh, that's so much money. Or they're going shopping and they see a dress that they're like, and they're like, oh my goodness, that's so much money. That's so much money. Judging something being a lot of money simply by your own personal budget. That, if you can believe it, is a mindset that will hold you back in sales. This is almost something that I've had to work with every single client that has come to me, especially my female clients, because not realizing it, they will create products and programs and price them at their current present budget and not at the current present value that the program they're creating actually provides. So because they have a preconceived notion of what is so much money, and something legitimately might be so much money for them at this juncture in their life, they tend to judge everything that they see and all the other programs and products that they see out in the world as either being expensive or inexpensive based on their personal budget. But here's the thing, you are endeavoring to create a business, right? And so you cannot judge the value of something based on your personal affordability. I don't know what type of job you might be working now, or if you're even being paid your worth at a particular corporation or a particular job or whatever it is that you have going on. But just because something is a lot of money for you right now, that's not an absolute term. Something being a lot of money for you right now doesn't mean it's a lot of money or it's too much money in the grand scheme of things, especially for the arena that you might be operating at in your coaching business. And so you really want to watch that, because I see people, especially women, who will deliberately keep their coaching programs very small because they remember how they feel. They're like, oh my goodness, I remember when, I was a teacher and I was only making $45,000 and, $1,500 was so much money. That was a lot of money. Therefore, I cannot possibly charge $1,500 for my coaching program because that would be too much money. Therefore, I'm going to charge $500. Even though when you look at the value of what they're offering in their coaching program and the value to the target market that they are actually targeting, the value is way higher, but it's like pulling teeth to try to get them to raise those prices. So I invite you to really look at what feels like a lot of money to you. And when you think about the types of products and services that you want to provide, the type of coaching that you are offering, ask yourself honestly, are you maybe holding back what you could charge or what the value truly is because it feels like a lot of money to you now? But here's the thing, just because something feels like a lot of money to you now, one, doesn't mean in absolute terms that it's a lot of money. Maybe to somebody else, that's not a lot of money. Again, all of this is relative. But two, what is a lot of money to you personally has nothing to do with the value of the actual program that you are creating. And so we really have to separate our own pocketbooks, right, from the value of what we're creating and what the value is to someone else. Oftentimes we empathize with our target market because maybe we were in a position that they, are in right now, but understand that not everybody is in the same financial situation. And even when people seemingly don't make a lot of money, some people prioritize things more so than others. I know there are women that in shopping, prioritize, expensive handbags, but then there's other women who could care less about expensive handbags, but really prioritize, expensive trips and travels because they really value different experiences. So it really doesn't have as much to do with what someone makes as much as it has to do with what that person values. And so if what you are providing is of good service, is of value, and the ROI that someone can expect to receive is more than the price that you are charging, then understand that you want to adjust your prices to really, really reflect the value of what you are creating and not reflect what your current budget actually is. So also when I say this, people think that this only applies if you have a niche that has something to do with money. Nothing could be further from the truth. An example that I use all the time because it's very resonant and very, very valuable is someone who maybe helps couples struggling with infertility using natural methods, right? What's the value of being able to grow your family, right? Like it's infinite. And you think about the type of money that people are spending, whether it's in vitro fertilization, adoption, all these different methods in order to have a child, people spend a lot of money on that. And so if you, for instance, and I'm just using this as an example, are going to restrict your program because of what's personally a lot of money to you, but doesn't reflect the value to the person that you are actually selling it to, you do both of you a disservice. You do yourself a disservice for obvious reasons. You're not going to be able to grow your business as fast. You might not be able to quit your job, to pay your bills, to support yourself and actually grow your business. But you actually do your client a disservice because oftentimes many clients are judging your capabilities, your confidence in yourself by the prices that you charge. And so you have to understand that if someone's coming to you, they kind of know what the value is and there is a price that they expect to pay. And so if you come in far below that, it can actually make them kind of pause and say, ooh, maybe this person isn't the person that I'm actually looking for. Maybe this person isn't as confident as I thought they were. Maybe I should work with someone else. I know this from personal experience because this actually happened to me with an attorney. I remember that I was looking to work with an attorney right after I had quit my job, and I interviewed 2 different attorneys, and one, her prices were like very low, almost too low for an attorney. And the other one, not only were her prices higher, but she was very commanding in her presence. She was very kind of strict with her contracts and time. And if you wanted to get an hour of her time, it would be this certain rate, but that she would apply it to any services that she got. Like, it was clear that she really understood her value. And so even though the other attorney was cheaper, I ended up not going with that attorney. I went with the more expensive attorney because I felt that attorney was more confident and more worth her salt and could really create the types of contracts and file the trademarks and everything in the manner that I needed. So understand that for a lot of people, they understand what the value is and they're looking for high value in their coaching, and they already have a price that they're willing to pay. And so if you come in too far below that, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. So make sure that you are not falling into this trap, this money mindset. It truly, truly kills sales. Oftentimes clients will not tell you that your prices are too low. I know a lot of people think, high prices scare away clients, but so do extremely low prices as well. So you want to keep that in mind and make sure that you divorce the value of your program with what is personally a lot of money for you right now, because your current financial situation is not the total financial situation of the whole world, right? And it's not even the financial situation that you're going to be in for the rest of your life. So make sure that you are making your programs appropriate to the value that you are offering, and make sure that you are not falling into that financial trap. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're like, you know what, you're right, I need to figure this out and I need to start charging more for my products and services, then I invite you to join me in my coaching program, the Next Big Name Bootcamp. It shows you how to build a successful coaching business from A to Z. And not only that, truly how to be a leader in your field so that you can command higher prices. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and click the link below in order to apply. And if we feel like you are someone that we can actually help, we will invite you to an enrollment call with our enrollment team and see if we can get you all squared away. And so with that, thanks so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. And if you can't wait until my next video, make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show. And if you can't wait for my next podcast episode or my next video, make sure that you are following me on Instagram, CourtneyLSanders on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.